Big shout out to Sporting Icons, best channel out there.
Now, I mentioned months and months ago that don't be surprised if Deontay Wilder's comeback opponent is going to be Robert Helenius. Now, Frank Warren, he said today in an interview that he's heard Deontay Wilder is going to be fighting Robert Helenius. Now, the reason why I said it some odd months ago is because it fits the record of Deontay Wilder. It does. Look at his history. Whereas he likes to fight his sparring partners. He does. Robert Helenius was a sparring partner for Wilder for the build-up to the Tyson Fury third fight. Johann Duapa was a former Deontay Wilder sparring partner. Mallet Scott, a Deontay Wilder sparring partner. So this is the kind of thing that Deontay Wilder likes to do. Now, I don't mind this fight. I don't mind it. Now, what I do mind, though, is when I make a previous video, and of course I'm seeing it on social media and that as well, even beforehand, where people, the Wildettes, some of these Wilder radicals, are saying how Wilder shouldn't fight Derek Chisora, but yet big up the fact that he could be fighting Robert Helenius. Now, one of the reasons I think why some of these people are crapping over the idea of Derek Chisora fighting Deontay Wilder, as far as the Wilder fan perspective is concerned, of course, outside of those who are concerned for the health and well-being of Derek Chisora, is because Shelley Finkel, as per previous video today, said that Derek Chisora, no, Wilder will not be fighting Derek Chisora. In other words, telling Wilder who he can and can't fight as per usual. So people will run with that and then automatically man defend Deontay Wilder's decision to not fight Derek Chisora and go fight a Robert Helenius. Now, any of the Wildettes, I don't know if any of these Wildettes are making videos lately. Okay, I don't watch none of these trash channels. I really don't. But if any of them are, I'm pretty sure that they'll probably big up the idea of a Robert Helenius, and they'll probably run with the narrative, well, Robert Helenius holds the win over Derek Chisora. That proves that it's a more credible opponent than Derek Chisora. But what they won't tell you, if of course I do make videos like that, what they won't tell you is that Derek Chisora got absolutely robbed in that fight. Absolutely robbed. And then Robert Helenius, ducked the rematch? Did he not? Yes, he did. Now, Robert Helenius has got 3 losses on his record. 1 to Dillian Whyte. No shame in that one, of course. We lost some points. But then, of course, he has been knocked out by Gerald Washington, a guy who Deontay Wilder previously knocked out. He's been knocked out by Johann Duapa, a guy who Deontay Wilder previously knocked out. So when you want to compare Derek Chisora and Robert Helenius is not more credible than Derek Chisora. Now, Robert Helenius, he does have 2 back-to-back wins over Adam Kownacki. Adam Kownacki, who has just ducked Derek Chisora. It was supposed to have been Derek Chisora versus Adam Kownacki before they got the replacement in of Kubrat Pulev. Okay, so how credible is that opponent? Now, as I said before, I don't mind this fight. I don't mind it. I do think that Robert Helenius is underrated. I've always said that. But at the same time, he is tailor-made for a Wilder. Wilder likes those kind of fighters. He does. Tall, don't move too much, chin up in the air, get clocked. So that is the kind of opponent that a Wilder will certainly come back for. And it shows that Wilder just hasn't changed at all, if this is the kind of opponent that he does take on. But as I said before, I don't really mind who it is that Wilder fights on his comeback, as long as it's somebody and he does make a comeback. Okay, that's the ultimate thing. So of course, when people are talking about potential fights with him versus an Anthony Joshua or a Dillian Whyte or whatever else, hey, that's cool. But let's just get Wilder back in the ring first. I don't think it's a good idea that he jumps in with anybody at the top end straight away. Now, Robert Helenius, he is the WBA gold champion, for whatever that means. I don't think it means too much, to be honest with you. This is the kind of title that Joe Joyce vacated. This is a prospect who vacated that belt. Robert Helenius currently holds it. But to go back onto the point, to crap all over the fact that Derek Chisora wants to fight Wilder and say that he's not a good opponent and whatever else, but yet big at Robert Helenius. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. It doesn't. I said, I don't mind the Robert Helenius fight, I'm just saying, but don't say that it's a more credible opponent than Derek Chisora. It's not. It really, really isn't. Derek Chisora has just beaten Kubrat Pulev, who is higher rated than Adam Kownacki, who Robert Helenius has just defeated. Anyway, my thoughts. You drop me yours. Click thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you next video.